Sometimes growth is invisible. Hey, it's Maria Quattrone, and earlier today, I actually wrote a post and I was thinking about this. Growth is invisible. Sometimes we can be doing all the work, whether that's eating right, working out, doing the work, studying, reading, doing all these things, yet we don't see anything happening. And then I was listening to something else that it reminded me again how growth is invisible. So, take a garden, for instance, a vegetable garden or fruit trees. You plant a peach tree, and a year from now, you look and there's like no peaches. And you say, "Oh, I'm going to throw the peach tree away." No, that peach tree is going to take years before, a couple years, few years before it gets fruit on there. But then once that peach tree grows, you have fruit for 70, 80, 90 years, but it takes longer to develop. You could have something like cucumbers where you can plant them and they pop up a couple months later. And you have them for a couple months and it goes away, and then you got to wait again to next year. And the same thing with the peaches, they're in season a certain amount of time. But the thing is, with the peaches, you have this tree that continues to grow year after year after year. And in the beginning, when you're working on something, whatever it is that you're starting to do, or you could be doing it for some time and it's just not growing the way you want it to grow, you have to remember that it sometimes takes longer for some things, or people even could take longer to develop into that fruitful tree that produces, beautiful cherries or peaches or apples or whatever it is. But think how long an apple tree is around for, or a peach tree or a cherry tree, and think how much fruit eventually comes from that. So growth is and can be invisible for some time. But once it starts to really grow, it starts to flourish. And as long as you continue to nurture it, it continues to grow. And some things like apples and peaches and cherries, they're going to continue just to grow and grow and grow. And so I think it's a valuable lesson today, that we don't stop doing the work, even if we don't see the results that we want, even if it feels like we're not getting anywhere. Something is happening. It's just invisible. And something is happening inside of you that you can't see. And you may not even be able to feel it. And then one day it just clicks. Think about a time when that happened, when something just clicked for you. And take that borrowed belief for something that you're working on now and believe that it will happen for you. But you have to just do the work and you have to put the time in. And sometimes we do all these things and we don't know where it's going to go. We don't know what's going to come from the work that we're doing. Sometimes it's a surprise. And then you go, oh my gosh, I did all of that to prepare me for this today. That just clicked. So remember that growth sometimes is invisible. We got to just keep going and keep working on it. And don't go rip out the pea tree because there's no peaches on it yet. So, some things that were on my mind today, and I had different signs that came to me and different things I heard and read that made me want to share this with you this evening. So, I hope that you can take something from this. And I hope that it resonates with you that the growth sometimes is invisible.